there's very much a lot of drive to try get the best out of yourself and your teammates.
I absolutely found the community here. All these guys are very welcoming. It's just wonderful to be part of a team.
We strive for the passion in everything we do. Some would say we're over-passionate, and we do cause a bit of drama on the sideline when we get that way. But yeah, it's great.
Australia later this evening goes to a draw, because at the moment Australia have a far superior goal difference.
Yeah, I don't have the exact numbers on me right now, but it's quite a large number. I believe
it's about plus 38.
Yeah, it might be 37 or 38 for Australia. I don't know how many Japan had, but if they're going to get us on top of Australia on goal difference, they may need to put a good 15-20 on in this one. As we go to the team lists on your screen now is Korea, Kwon Youngjun, Kim Kyung-il, Kim Woo-jin, Park Bi-yeon, Lee Sung-hyun, Lee Hyung-wang, Sung Ki-jung, and Hong Sung-hun are the 8 players here for Korea. And for Japan, Keita Kojima, Mari Nagaoka, Keisuke Ikeda, Hiratsugu Ota, Midori Uchihashi, Kazuto Hiranishi, Yuki Mikami, and Takahiro Yamada. And in a few moments' time, we will be getting underway in the next match.
Yeah, Japan have elected to go with the same lineup that played earlier today.
And we are underway, in fact, and Japan immediately trying to get the ball forward. Japan in the white with the green goalkeeper jersey. Korea in the black with the yellow keeper shirt. And Japan already into the attacking half with this first passage at play. And now up into the box. An early chance possibly for Yamada, but he's punched it backwards a little bit by accident. And now it is with Nagaoka and Seung-hyun. Nagaoka wins that one out. Back passing, looking towards Hiranishi. And now Yamada. Taking the ball wide. And punched away by Youngjun into the corner. Not sure if Jackson Taylor's microphone is on at the moment, so I didn't hear him. Might be coming through a rise. There's a goal already, and that is for number 17, Mari Nagaoka. A fantastic goal from the corner.
Yeah, absolutely lovely corner taken there by the Japanese captain. Finds his player at the far post there, and Mari Nagaoka making light work of that.
And I think you guys may have covered this off earlier, but it looks like a tactical change from Korea today, and that Youngjun is no longer in the goalkeeper's jersey, which should allow him to be a little bit more free-flowing around the box, as I believe we may have Jackson Taylor coming back on live. Fixed.
Is it fixed? Yep. You can hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Beautiful. I am here.
Yeah, just to touch on that tactical change, it has allowed Yongjun to get a lot higher up the pitch without kind of sacrificing their defensive structure.
Now it is the goalkeeper, number 8, Billion, taking it for Youngjun. And that is a booming shot from the Japanese goalkeeper. Goes wide, however. And another goalkeeper follow.
Just a bit of a warning shot there, isn't it?
Well, if anything, Jackson, I'd say the first goal was a warning shot.
Yeah, well, another one.
As we see a short goalkeeper routine taken. And now the two number 17s will do battle. And that's a great ball across, but it's going to be a 2-on-1 violation, I think. In fact, no, it's been credited as a goal, and Yamada gets the second for Japan in just 3 minutes.
Yeah, that was a lovely cross there from Nagaoka to find Yamada at the far post. The Japanese are certainly switched on here.
Well, they know the task that's in store for if their match this afternoon ends in a draw. They'll need a lot of goals to get the goal difference ahead to be first seed. And if they are going to chase after it, they've got a good start on it already. Hiranishi down the wing. Just gets cleared away by Sung Han. Hiranishi taking his time going again. That is so much power on that ball and wins his team a corner.
Yeah, Hiranishi gets a lot of power on those hits, especially on the dead ball.
Just whilst we're waiting for this corner, a quick comment. Yoshida, the defender for Japan, is that shot. It's going to bounce around, and somehow it's still in play, and Yamada just flips away a contact foul.
Yeah, one would imagine it probably would have been a 2-on-1 there anyway.
But quick comment about Ikeda, who is the... I refer to the position as centre-back. I don't know what you guys call it. The defensive player without a goalkeeping shirt. Much deeper compared to other teams. We've seen the Australian keeper or defender inside the attacking half. Ikeda almost kind of halfway between the netball line and the halfway line here.
Yeah, he does sit very, very deep. He sat that deep in the game earlier today against New Zealand, as we see here.
It's going to be a corner.
Yep.
Now Hiranishi going himself, and that's a great shot, and Youngjun punches it away authoritatively. And it will be another throw for Japan. Hiranishi, that one I think was off Yamada, and Hiranishi can't keep it in.
Yeah, Hiranishi couldn't quite find the space there in between the Korean defenders.
Youngjun looking for Sun Han. Back pass for Youngjun. And now Yamada. Those two continue their little tussle. Yamada looking for the flick pass. Has Nagaoka in support. Now Yamada starting to get a little bit more aggressive on the ball. Youngjun upfield. Hiranishi. Yamada.
That's a lovely ball.
That's a fantastic ball, and they're still passing it around. Big opportunity, and that one's going to roll across the face. But a fantastic effort.
Yeah, Nagaoka wasn't quite alive to the cross back. She really needed to make that run to the post much earlier than she did.
Korea with another goal kick. Hiranishi to the wing. Back pass for Yamada, has the opportunity to spin, loses sight of it and runs it away. And that ball just curling towards the sideline. And it has gone out of play, and it will be a Republican Korea ball.
Looks like the goalkeeper Gil Yong is coming up to take this kick.
Indeed, and we've had Sung Han, I believe. Sung Han has gone back to defend the net. It's Young Jun just getting a little bit of medal for his troubles in the back.
Referee went for the whistle but didn't end up blowing.
Yeah. Ooh.
That one's on the
More
back
heavy
wheel, however,
contact.
that will be called. In contrast to the earlier match this afternoon between Australia and New Zealand, a little bit less tempo on this one. Billion, Youngjun, now Hiranishi, and then Nagaoka. Nagaoka looking towards Siang Hyun. A lot of contact, but it's all fair at the moment. And flicked away. Yamada didn't have many great options. Hiranishi thought about the spin, chose to run instead. Now attacking the box.
A beautiful dummy.
It's a big chance here, and that was a great shot, but it was a little bit too far towards the far post where the defenders were.
Yeah, love the effort, love the power from Murray there, but just unable to make it turn into anything.
As we hear a bit of chanting coming from the Japanese bench.
Yeah, the Japanese supporters in full force this week. It's beautiful to see. We'd love to see fans here in a few hours. That's nearly a goal. And the Republican Korea defence holding firm now, but risky business there.
The post being the saviour for the Republic of Korea.
Well, sometimes the post can be an extra player for you. Sometimes it can be an extra player for the opposition. That time the post fell in favour of Republic of Korea. But yes, we do enjoy having big crowds when we get them, and certainly if you are in the area here in Brisbane, get yourself down to Nissan Arena. Still a few matches today and obviously finals day tomorrow. We'd love to have you here. Down Nagaoka. Hiranishi on the wing. And the 2-on-1 violation, we'll see that play break down and Korea will get the ball.
Yeah, definitely a lot less tempo in this game. Japan just happy to go to work and take their opportunities when they come up.
Young Jin looks for a ball upfield. And now running at the box is the Japanese goalkeeper. Some good passing here. Yamada, the shot's coming on. Well, it was halfway between a shot and a cross and ended up being neither.
Yeah, the ball back to Yamada there was definitely on. There was a bit of a gap there at Yamada's post, but couldn't quite get there in time to get any kind of shot on target.
This event proudly sponsored and hosted by the Queensland Parachair Football Association and made possible through the support of our Fit for partners, Power Soccer Shop, the official supplier of the Strikeforce wheelchair, and Ul Sport, the official apparel partner of FitFA. Their continued support has helped make tournaments like this possible, and we really value their partnership and helping make this game possible. And for the first time in the world, gentlemen, we've got through an ad read without a goal.
I'm very proud of you, Tom.
I actually got through all of my ad reads when you weren't here without them scoring.
Aren't you lucky then?
Well, no, I just chose to not do it when stuff was happening on the field.
There are things I'd like to say to you, but I won't say them because I'm on camera.
Well, you're just being recorded. There's no cameras on us, but...
The point stands, Jackson. There's a shot chance, and it's off of Young Jun. Now Yamada, opportunity, takes the shot, and it's going to be cleared away. And a 2-on-1 violation for people having to career the ball. Young Jun looks to his right, Seong Hyun up the wing. It goes out of play. Now Yamada. Upfield. Seong Hyun. And a little bit of a swing from Sung Han and didn't quite connect with it. Now Kazuto Hironishi. Just that power on those dead balls. Truly a sight to see. Sung Han now on the ball. And Akeda with his first touches of the afternoon. And Linton's team a free kick for contact. Very efficient use of his time.
Yeah, I thought advantage was on there. I would have liked to have seen it maybe played a little bit further because the Japanese were making their way down the wing.
Hironishi looking wide, and there's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I think Republic of Korea had that covered if the shot had gone on target there. They were both defenders crowded on that far post.
So we're going to see another short goalkeeper routine here. Indeed we do. And a 2-on-1 violation immediately turns the ball over.
Now, are they going to go for some kind of run play here? Looks like they're setting up for something here.
It might even be a boom boom yet, you know.
It might be. They've got the block there on the...
It was indeed an attempted boom boom.
Well, they had the block there on that left-hand side. So no one was going to be able to get that if it was on target.
We do like to see the more exotic free kick routines. Of course, the boom boom being popularised by the English over the past few years, and I had the chance to train with a couple of the Australian boys recently, and they were practicing them, and when they do hit them, they come at you fast. Takahiro Yamada. Upfield, and that's going to be technically handball, but I think we're playing on. Billion letting the ball roll away, and goal kick is the end result. And yeah, Billion just I'm not sure everyone really knows. Yeah, Billion just making sure he's okay. Because yeah, he did hit pretty hard.
So we do have a substitution coming in here for Republic of Korea.
Yeah, this sub was pre-planned before the ball out of play just before.
So we've got
it's
number 15
number
coming
15,
on.
Kim Woo-jin coming on. Good Young Jun. Now, Hironishi just watching and waiting.
Yeah, Japanese being very patient in these one-on-one tussles, waiting for Republic of Korea to make some kind of a mistake that they can capitalise on.
Yeah, there's no need to take any risk. Realistically, their position in the top two seeds is already locked in, and their discussion is more about this afternoon against Australia. It's a great back pass there. Ends up with Nagaoka. Hironishi once more. Opportunity on the left. Back pass. And it's just not quite working out. Now Seong Hyun will get to the ball for the 2-on-1 violation first. And a quick chat with Yamada just about the contact on the back wheel.
Yeah, it looks like that's his final warning before receiving a yellow.
And that is something that can be a little bit different between each referee, and certainly from experience, Dave Weeby doesn't mind a little bit of contact at the front, but if it's anything around the back wheel, he will pull it up immediately. Now Republican career, a little bit of passing there, but it does break down, and that's going to be a 2-on-1, but there is advantage being played. And an attempted cross, we'll get the second time effort. There is that cross, and a little bit too flat, that one, and that pass may as well have been across, unfortunately, and there's another 2-on-1, but this time it's against Japan.
Yeah, they're just starting to creep in a little too much when they're getting those passing going.
And that could be one of the challenges when you're not getting the ball to you at a lot of pace. It can be a bit hard to remember to keep your spacing because it's all about the time that the ball takes to get to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And now the goalkeeper for Japan rushing in himself. Two goalkeepers in the same box. All the way to the ring now. It's an amazing cross. Yamada can take a shot, but it's not got enough power on it. Second chance effort. They need to start ripping the ball. Yamada with a little punch and just ends up with the defenders, and the pace comes out of it once more. There's a cross and there's an opportunity. And that's a spin that was very, very nearly dangerous.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous spin there.
Nakaoka on the far side. Onishi back to Nakaoka. Pseudo dead ball, and that one cleared away. Hironishi. Yamada can't keep it in play, however, and it's a turnover. With less than a minute to go in the opening half.
Korea have been doing quite well defensively throughout this first half, which Australia will be very thankful for due to the goal difference that separates the two teams. I know we said Australia in the 30s somewhere. I don't know exactly where Japan are, but I do know that they would need a bit of a thrashing to get themselves on par with Japan. I mean, with Australia, pardon.
Well, Australia they had the 14-1 match just before. They had the 12-0 match yesterday. Japan have not put up anywhere near those numbers thus far. As Kazuto Hironishi, I think he's thinking it out. The third this time goes direct, and that's cleared away. Suki Ukeda goes direct, and that is a fantastic effort.
Surely not an intentional save, but a save regardless.
Yeah, very lucky there. Wu Jin was charging in, and that could have been the first for his team all week. And that's the sort of error that you don't want to make. And that's the risk of playing 4-up football.
Yeah, that was very, very close.
Well, we've been talking about no-risk football throughout this match. And
that was not it.
That was not no-risk football. That was lots of risk football.
I can respect them trying to do that. That was certainly as we go to half-time here.
Yeah, it was...
certainly wanted to promote the ball back into play, but...
Sometimes you don't need to be that flamboyant.
Oh, yes.
Any quick comments from you, Jackson, before we go to the break?
Oh, not really. I think, that last little save at the end there was probably the highlight of the first half for me, purely on action standpoints. But otherwise, I think we just need to see, from Korea at least, I think they just need to keep defending how they've been defending and hope that they can get a counter moment like they just did towards the end there, and hopefully they can get a goal or two out of it. Japan, I think they just need to be applying a bit more pressure because we know they can score more than how they have been.
That indeed, but we'll take a quick break and we'll come back to you with second half action on the other side. Welcome back to Nissan Arena. Second half action here in the match between Republic of Korea and Japan. Japan lead by 2-0 here at the break. My name is Tom Byrne. I'm joined by Matt Mallows and Jax Taylor.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
And looks like we haven't seen any subs in the halftime break, so we'll continue with the 8 players that ended the first half.
Yeah, no changes from either side.
Which
Halfway line.
we were discussing through the break. It looks like Japan are a little bit in cruise control at the moment. As now Yamada running forward, and Wu Jin just trying to intercept the ball.
Yeah, I definitely think that Japan are preparing themselves for the Aussies later today. I think they've circled that game as a must-win rather than looking to pile on the goal difference.
That's Nakaoka and Youngjun. And Youngjun trying to play it forward. Nakaoka still on it. Now the ball breaking free. And it's now Hiranishi. It's a great cross across. Yamada, attempted shot, not enough pace on it. And Lilion will slow it down. Needs to keep that hole close, however. Otherwise there will be an opening.
There's a little bit of a faster start here from the Japanese compared to how they were playing in the first half. That is a beautiful cross. Intercepted by Yongjun there.
It was, and pass away, and now Nakaoka battling with Lilion. Youngjun. Seungkyun and Hiranishi with a shot. You don't want to give him time and space like that. Charging at the byline, and that back pass a little bit wayward, but it will be collected nonetheless, and Japan are going to throw in.
Oh, no.
Right, kept in, well done.
Spoke too soon, Tom.
Yeah, there's a 2-on-1 anyway, and it will be Republic of Korea with the ball.
Add that to the commentator's curse list for Tom.
I'm sure you'll have your time, Jackson. You do this long enough, you'll have your own.
Yeah, well, isn't that unfortunate? But I'd rather focus on yours. You're the play-by-play guy.
Youngjun. And intercepted.
Ooh,
That's a big collision.
there.
That's a bit of metal.
Not compared to when I hit someone.
We won't
I
have.
tend to take the cage with me. There's a lot of different colours of paint on my chair.
The colours of paint won't really matter there. There's black paint on black paint, so you won't really be able to tell which one's which. Wu Jin just has to try and find a bit of space that's not within 5 metres of the ball. And that one a bit too direct and a bit too telegraphed. Lilion. Hiranishi.
Post is open. They need to be careful.
Post open for Yamada. Chooses the teammate option and ends up with none of them. As the ball now upfield, break opportunity for Republic of Korea. Needs a cutback, and that's not quite a cutback, but it works out anyway. Youngjun upfield.
I'll count that as a shot on target.
I mean, it's into the box. It is towards the sticks. Big chance here, and it's gone wasted.
Advantage being played here.
Now, Akeda upfield. That ball is just going to roll towards the sideline. Kept in, however. And now,
Akeda doing very nicely here.
as you say, that a bit of a miss hit, unfortunately. But he's taken that wing position, and now the ball flicked away to the left. This one will go to the right. That note goes
that's lovely.
to the left again. Yamada. It's a bit too heavy on that touch. And that ball out of play, and it'll allow Japan to reset their formation.
That was a beautiful ball there from the goalkeeper to Yamada. Yamada didn't quite, as you say, connect with it and send it where he would have liked, but definitely a bit more.
It's Wu Jin. He's taking his time. Facing away, he's going to spin, turns now, and upfield the ball goes, and it's not a bad hit.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's going to come back to him again, and he punches it forward. Beats out Yamada. Nakaoka now with it. Battling with Youngjun. And the two number 17s, a little bit of aggression.
Youngjun there.
Oh, that's an amazing shot.
Lovely connection there.
Hiranishi, Yamada, Youngjun trapping. Thinks about flicking it away, can't quite do that yet. Now Yamada can turn and spin and chooses not to.
Caught between two minds, I'd say, between the near and the far.
Well, I was expecting a wind up. There's the wind up and cleared away by Young Jun.
Yeah, when the Japanese start to get those spins going, they really slam that ball hard.
They generate quite a lot of power from their chairs. Got them tuned to perfection at the moment.
Bit of a gap here at the near post. Yongjun needs to be a bit careful.
Well, the decision was to try and go long and didn't quite work out, but it'll be another throw-in for Japan. Onishi going direct and once again cleared away. And near post is left open and very nearly exploited. Now Young Jun needs to try and find an option here that isn't just keeping the ball there like that. Because Yamada's going to do that and does get the punch away. And Hironishi a bit compromised.
Oh, that's
a great ball. It's off of Young Jun, however, it's going to be a throw-in. And we will take a quick moment to talk about the Federation Internationale de Power Chair Football Association. And there will be a goal in the ad read. We'll take a moment to let the play continue. And there's a clearance away, and of course FIFA working hard. They are recognised by the IPC, the International Paralympic Committee. FIFA making big strides towards being part of the Paralympics in 2032. We really want to hope to show off our dynamic, competitive and inclusive sport. It's a big goal for the sport to achieve. This play continues and just put out a play immediately by Wu Jin.
interesting to see if either of the two teams here make any substitutions. And just as I say that, it looks like Republic of Korea are looking to make a double sub.
That's a great shot.
Oh,
what a goal. What a magnificent goal. Kazuto Hironishi just booting it from a long way out, finding the far post. Oh, what an amazing goal.
Yeah, we do have a double substitution here. They're swapping goalkeepers. Gil Yong coming off for... Can't see the number from here. Can you, Tom?
Not yet. Wu Jin is the other player, I believe, coming off.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is
Kyung Il's coming on.
Yeah, I believe that is Sung Ki-jung in the net. And Kim Kyung Il coming to the near side of the park. Young Jun goes direct and, well, it nearly penetrated the defence. Young Jun attempted pass, doesn't quite get the power on it. Now Kyoka allowed to run. Back pass. There's another shot. Straight through. And the defensive change just has not led to a good thing, as it's just found a hole in between them, and that's Japan's fourth.
Just another incredible spin hit to give another goal to Japan. They're really making that lead as comfortable as they can at the moment. 28 minutes in, 4-0.
And Jun choosing a teammate this time, and Kyung Il has sent that the wrong way. And Japan once again over the break towards the box. And Yamada trying to find the post himself. Can't quite do it. Cleared away. Ball given to the Japanese keeper. And there's a shot. It's off the post. It was a bit of a miss hit, but it very nearly worked out. And there's very nearly a penalty for reversing into a player. Kyung Il. And then it's gone away, and it's going to be a Japanese throw-in.
Yeah, Republic of Korea trying to move the ball around here to get some passing going, but none of the passes are really finding the mark at the moment. I think they just need to settle down a little bit here as we see the ball come in from the Japanese captain.
And the 2-on-1 violation will turn the ball over. But you're right, they are trying to move the ball around. They've got the right intention. Yes, it's not working in terms of the passes connecting, but it's the right idea, and it's what we want to see. as play continues, and Young June has the ball. He needs to find an option and doesn't find it in time. It's now the two 17s continue attacking each other to the right wing for Nakaoka. And ball goes central. An opportunity here. Nakaoka shooting and it's bouncing around, and it's going to be a goal kick in the end.
There's a big gap of that near post there.
Yeah, the Republic of Korea goalkeeper needs to be really careful. He's backing up a lot when he's defending, but he's getting really close to some of those Japanese chairs. If he makes contact while reversing inside the box, it's almost guaranteed to be a penalty. And it looks like...
Yeah, lots of subs coming on here for Japan. Looks like the whole team might be about to be changed for a final 10-minute scramble. And there's another foul, and once again, Republic of Korea are going to let the ball.
It looks like we are going to see an entire team change here.
And there it is. There is the substitution signal, and expect to see the entire Japanese team coming off. And it will be Yuki Nakami in the goalkeeper jersey. Don't see an armband on him yet, but it might be on the right side. Indeed it is. And then we have Midori Uchihashi as well, and number 13, Heita Kojima, and number 21, Hiritsuku Ota.
Whoop.
And immediately a bit of paint traded here on the near side as Young June. A bit of a miss hit. Young June gives it back to him. That's a big, powerful hit.
That is a big hit there.
And that's going to go out for a sideline, I believe.
Indeed it is.
Got some of the Aussies to our side here excited.
Oh, we always like seeing balls hit like that, and that was a clean strike.
Exactly where they want it.
Yeah, it is practically on the byline. Immediately some pressure for the new Japanese squad.
That's curving there. Not quite
not curving enough. And from one end of the pitch to the other. And a short goalkeeper routine here. Young June trying to run it, and that's a 2-on-1 violation. There was no communication.
Yeah, Yuki Mikami's almost reversed into his own teammate there.
I think Yuki's letting you know that, hey, you might want to tell me you're there, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but I mean it's obviously not a foul if you collide with your own teammate, but it's not certainly something you don't see very often in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, the foul is not the collision. The foul is the 2-on-1 violation. And we're still talking about that moment. There's a bit of tension there between the two Japanese players. Yuki, we know, is of course very fiery, and we know the power that he possesses on his chair as well. Goes himself and look at that power. It's also curling and curling.
On target.
And there'll be another goal kick for Republic of Korea. It's end-to-end stuff. Just nobody's really touching it at the moment.
I'm just playing ping pong at the moment. Goal kick, goal kick, goal kick. Bit of volleyball action.
Oh, we're inside the final 7 minutes here of this one. Young June goes for power. Finding his teammate, but immediately turned over. It's Ota on the ball now. He runs at the box. Can he find an option? Almost scores the goal himself. Yuki Mikami, two goalkeepers in the box. It's not even a set piece. Mikami's going to go for it. What's the decision?
That's definitely rolled over.
Yeah, goal is given. It was the post was dislodged. There was a question of whether it went over the tape or not.
No, it's gone between the post and the 5 metre, not 5 metre line, the half a metre line in.
Yeah,
inside the post, so it's definitely a goal.
Yeah, between the two lines of tape, which means it is definitely a goal, and that's the 5th for Japan. And after only being on for a couple of minutes, Yuki Mikami's on the score sheet.
Yeah, sometimes the.
That's another beautiful shot. That one's going to be a goal kick, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes the more direct option of just driving forwards is the best. So.
Well, the goal is at the end of the pitch, not on the side of it. So sometimes just going forward is the better play. McCarvey, another one of these long moving passes. Young June hits it back to him.
Really good pressure there. I love seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, you love to see it, and Young June starting to build in confidence in the ability just to hoof it back upfield and give him enough time, and he'll be doing that in big tournaments for sure.
He's had an amazing tournament, hasn't he, Young Jun?
Oh, he is certainly one to watch for the future, and if South Korea are going to improve, it's going to be on the back of him. I get the feeling. Certainly one to watch. And now battling with Makami.
Doing well to be gentle around that back wheel.
Yeah, very, very careful. A little advantage for that little bit of contact. And now Makami almost went in the throw, but not quite. Thought about a cross, did Makami, but chose instead just to ride it into the box. Once again, the Japanese keeper in the box, but a bit too aggressive on that one.
Yeah, a bit of back wheel contact there from Yuki Makami on Yongjun.
Yongjun. Now it's off of Ota and Siang Qian. Ota. Youngjun intercepting and choosing to run into the attacking half, trying to beat out Makami. Thought about the spin, very nearly could have had the pass. Does get the pass that time. Makami rips it, and Kyung-il misses it, and Kijang clearing. And that's directed goal, and it's going to bounce away for the goal kick. 3.5 left in this one, and well, we mentioned during the ad reads about the inclusivity of our sport, and I'm going to take a quick mention of Kim Kyung-il, who's, I believe, driving with his foot, which just shows that no matter what level of disability you have, you can play power chair football.
He is.
Shout out as well to, of course, to Abdullah Karim as Makami shoots,
wow.
and very nearly getting the goal. Just a shout out to Abdullah Karim, power for a very long time. He, of course, also drives with his foot. It's Makami, Ota, Youngjun slowing it down, crashing into his teammate.
Friendly fire
It swims in, Ota finishes the goal.
And that'll be 6 for Japan.
Just picking that gap in the Korean defense there. Very well done.
Yeah, the Korean defense parted just for a second there, and Japan were able to pounce.
Jun's Siang Qian going upfield and just can't quite get it goalwards. The Japanese cheer squad celebrating as the full-time whistle approaches. Got the 3 points in hand. One match left in the group stage for these teams. That'll be later on this evening. Of course, Japan taking on Australia. Both those teams undefeated. And they'll all draw in yesterday's encounter.
Japan's still yet to concede a goal this tournament.
I'm glad you're on the same wavelength as me. I was going to talk about that. Talk about how Australia have had the best attack. Japan the best defence. And which one of those two will give out? It's nearly a 2-on-1 violation. Is a 2-on-1 violation. Makami. Ota, great touch.
Ota doing so well there.
And Makami didn't read the ball was coming back to him in time and just puts it out of play.
Certainly not happy with himself with putting that ball out.
No, it's very obvious that he sets a very high standard for himself, and he didn't particularly like that. Kyung-il, now Youngjun, and Makami trying to rectify his mistake, and immediately leads up a 2-on-1.
Bit of contact off the ball there.
I'm glad you saw that because I didn't. I didn't even hear it. As Young June looking long and he's going to have another chance to rip it and doesn't quite get to it in time. Ota. It's out Kyung Il and now Siang Hyun also beaten out. Ota allowed to dribble all the way to the box. Now Uchihashi can't quite get to it in time and the ball will run away for what I think is a throw in.
It will be a kick in. But right in the corner there.
And we are at the discretion of our referee. Not much time left now.
A big gap left in that Korean defence.
And
Goes through.
And Makari
save!
save!
Beautiful save. A beautiful save by Kwon Yun-jun there.
McCarthy's very, very unhappy with himself that he didn't bury that.
I don't think we should be too unhappy though. That was an excellent stop on the line. Just magnificent stuff. Even when you're 6-0 down, there's always something to play for, and that's a shot, and that's going to bounce away, and somehow not a goal. And that is all we have time for in this one. Japan 6, Republic of Korea 0. That the Korean defence stops it from being a few more than that.
Yeah, the Korean defence had a little bit of an adjustment period there when they made those substitutions, but ultimately found their rhythm in the end, managed to make some brilliant saves toward the end there. Meanwhile, I don't really feel that Japan ever really got out of first gear. They're definitely taking it easy for their game against Australia, where they'll obviously be hoping to win that one due to Australia's vastly superior goal difference as it stands.
And indeed, and I think Jackson Taylor's shake of the head means he probably doesn't have much more to add. I think Matt Mallers has covered it off pretty well.
Pretty much. I think the only thing left to add is the fact that all eyes are just set on the last two games. Obviously, Australia and Japan is the big game, the one that everyone will be looking to see who gets first, who gets second. But to me, there's a big piece of interest towards the final game of the day, Republic of Korea, New Zealand, because Korea's defense improving, but also the absence of Cooper Polini.
Yeah,
I think it'll be really interesting to see how the two sides compare with those changes.
Most definitely. Two very exciting matches ahead of us in the evening session. That's not for another hour or so, so we'll take a break and we'll catch you for those next two matches. Until then, farewell.